Good evening, everybody. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the very first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform we talk about everyday issues and we try to find logical solutions. Unfortunately, not everyone uses logic. Well, for that reason, it is called uncommon sense. I just want to let everybody know that we're currently live on YouTube and Twitch. And for some reason, due to technical difficulties, I am not able to go on Facebook. So I do apologize to those of you who do follow me on Facebook. Um, First of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I want to give a huge shout out to all those who've been faithfully watching my content. Um, as of today, I now have 112 subs. And I just want to say thank you very much for all the love and support that I have received. I'm going to ask everybody, if they have not done so, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do go live, you'll have the opportunity to either catch it live or watch it on the playback. Now, be, before I get on the main subject, what I'm going to do is just give me a moment. Unfortunately, this is live, so okay. I'm going to share something that I shared with the audience yesterday, which was my episode of What the Heck Is This? For the benefit who those of you who did not see it, what I would do is just give me a moment. Let me just play the tape. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share. I apologize for some of the technical difficulties. Unfortunately, these things do happen. Okay. I don't know why. Let me just share the audio. Okay, we're going to park it here. Okay. Now, the reason why I shared this is because the fact of the matter is, for some reason, one of the delegates to the convention, which I am attending, actually submitted a resolution to expel the members of the organization who have to be members of uniform law enforcement and to defund the police. Uh, I believe the resolution was defeated, but it just gives you is the mindset of some people. Now we're going to get into the main topic, which is how to avoid certain YouTube creators, or in this case, why. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the link. Um, should anyone wishes to join the panel, just give me a moment. Right now, I just want to acknowledge the fact that there's currently 4 people watching this stream as we speak. And I say to those people, thank you very much. And also, thank you very much for all the love and support that you have given me. If you have not done so, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do go live, you will have the opportunity to either catch it live or get it on the playback. Now, then the following month, it will make 1 year that I've been a serious YouTube creator. Previously, the type of content I used to air was just basically uh, funny spoofs regarding the weather report and regarding my love for cold weather. As some of you may or may not know, I was inspired by Denise Gonzalez to have my own YouTube channel. Now, let me explain to you why there's certain YouTube creators you should avoid. First of all, the thing with YouTube, you have hundreds, correction, thousands of YouTube creators that produce different types of content. Now, you have YouTube creators that are high tech. You have YouTube creators who provide information as far as travel. You have YouTube creators as far as information regarding cooking. You have creators that talk about fashion. And then you have certain YouTube creators which produce nothing but pure garbage. And what do I mean by that? If you go to certain YouTube creators, what you're going to see is you're going to see people arguing and fussing and fighting all over the place. And you're going to hear colorful language. Now, one thing I always make it a point to let everybody know who's interested in joining the panel. I don't believe in censoring people, but I do have 2 requests of all the people who either is going to join the panel or who's going to enter comments in the chat. And I see we have some comments already. Okay. Good evening, Moena. Thank you very much for stopping by. And we also have the presence of the ever lovely and talented K Fit. I just want to let everybody know that both these 2 individuals, they do have YouTube channels. So I'm going to ask you, if you have not done so, um, please subscribe to KFit Now and Moana. KFit does a live streaming every Saturday night at 8 o'clock, which is called Wine and FaceTime. And Morena does okay. Well, her streams are, are more of the spicy type. So if you're into spice or if you're into La Bojinte, by all means, please check out her channel. Okay. Yes, I agree. I think you should do so. Um, Thank you very much. Now, right now, we currently have 10. Okay, we have 10 people watching the stream. Now, one thing to bear in mind as a YouTube creator is that you have to define who, what type of content that you have. And let me just acknowledge the fact that Denise and Fulana are in the chat. Good evening, ladies. As always, it's a pleasure to see you in the chat. Okay. You're welcome, Fulana. I mean, look, anything I can do um, to help your channel, and I hope when you do your live streams that you show the same love to me as well. Okay. Now, once you determine what's going to be your content, oops. sorry, what is going to be your content, you need to be true to yourself. Now, you're going to run across certain YouTube creators that do not share your views, do not share your values. And you're going to come across certain YouTube creators that are going to say all sorts of nasty remarks. You're going to have YouTube creators that's going to ridicule you, which is part of the reason why certain YouTube creators you should avoid. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mention, and let's see, we have another comment from Vanessa. Just give me a moment. And she says, Denise aquí trabajando por la vida por el pobre. You know, she's working very hard for the poor. Okay. Denise, I'll put in the chat again. Hopefully you'll join the panel because, you do have I'm sure you have an interesting viewpoint regarding certain YouTube creators to avoid. Okay, just give me okay, just give me a moment. Okay. So now, to be perfectly honest, um, when I became a serious YouTube creator, unfortunately, I was not up to speed regarding some of the stuff that I had to face. Um, One of the things is I have to deal with is, of course, trolls. Now, I don't mind trolls are coming in with a little with a little sense of humor, with a humor. Okay, what? Okay, well, you know what? To each one's own. To each one's own. So, I'm So if I if I can speak to the Hossein grown of 2021, one of the things I would share with him is that you're going to have certain YouTube creators who love to create drama. Okay, why? To be perfectly honest, I don't even think they know. Now I have been fortunate because I have not had too much drama with a lot of people. A lot of people have shown a lot of love and a lot of respect towards me. Unfortunately, of course, as always, I have haters. And of course, Denise said, I know I always end up at 2 hours and a half. However, it was such a great topic. When we went overtime, I also talked more than I usually do. Yes. Well, you know what? Yeah, that's true because basically I think I talked for about 30 seconds last night. Thank you, Denise. But it's okay. It's all good. Um, Also, another thing um, that I was not brought up to speed about, uh, certain people that will hate my content and certain people that will spread lies about me. Okay. And of course, there was a certain individual, which I'm not going to name, going around these YouTube streets saying that I'm racist. But when I asked this individual to produce the receipts, guess what? He just clown up. And I see these have a comment. I finally accomplished to get rid of the lunatic crowd that is other country, uh, and my channel has been growing at a happy pace with little or no drama. The best way is to avoid drama. I agree. I agree. And believe it or not, I do my best to avoid Trump. I mean, some people will refer to me as the Fred Rogers of YouTube. Nevertheless, yes, thank you, Moana. Please hit the like button on your way in and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Moana, for your support. I really do appreciate it. So let me just drop the link again. Just give me a moment. Okay. And of course, Kathy has another comment, which is, I was upset. I got tired. I caught the majority until the next day, and I saw the duration. It was almost 4 hours long. Like I was, damn. And then Kate, and then Denise said, it happens. Okay. To be perfectly fair, the longest my stream has ever lasted was about 3 hours and 15 minutes. Now, generally, I do try to keep it no more than 2 hours because let's keep it real. People have lives. People have other things to do. As Denise would love to say, I'm old and I'm ancient and I should go to the nursing home and whatnot. No, 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 no. Let's go. No, I'm sorry. That's going to be next week's, Mona. It's going to be no, the topic for next Wednesday. It's going to be can you convert a 3 or 4 to a wife? But I would definitely love your comment, Mona. Now, I just want to acknowledge the fact that 8 people are currently watching the stream, and I just want to say thank you very much. But let's see if we can get those likes up a little bit too. You're kidding me, Denise. You just got up? Oh my goodness gracious. You know what? No comment. Now, again, as I stated before, um, you had a certain individual that kept spreading rumors that I'm a racist. I have like about 250 videos on my channel. Okay, so you was napping. Okay, all right. I thought, you know what? I thought old people nap. I didn't know millennials nap, Denise. Okay, so that's so much about how we are so old and ancient, and we need to use the Bengay and whatnot, and the omega 3 and whatnot. Here you are taking a nap, but it's okay. I love you anyway, Denise. But so, how to avoid certain? Okay, first of all, not everyone is You're not compelled to join every panel. You're not okay. You're not compelled. Okay. And Denise said, I need my power meth, especially that I decrease my caffeine intake and I don't take my evening pick me up espresso Jose. I'm middle aged. Okay. Look, okay. Let's make this perfectly clear once and for all. Jose Negron is middle aged. You are not. And on this platform, I make determination. So therefore, I am middle aged, and you are a youngster. So go there. Okay. So back to the back to the topic. Not you shouldn't feel obligated to join a platform. You shouldn't feel obligated to subscribe. Okay. And you shouldn't feel obligated to enter a comment. Good evening, Mama. I'm just having fun. That's all. I'm just having fun. And I see we have, okay. And of course, Denise is saying, you're not. You're half a century and a decade. Oh, we don't live to be 123 years. That's what I meant to be middle age. Okay. That's not what Google says. Okay. And again, the person that makes that the decision is me. Good evening, Tom. Thank you very much for entering your comments in the chat. Okay. And again, Denise is talking about, you know what? You know what, Denise? If you want to say that you're middle age, that's perfectly fine. Okay. I am not going to argue with you. Okay. To each one's own. Okay. Now I would love. Okay. Now what's this? Google is made by an ancient baby boomer. He is biased. So if it was made by a millennial, that would be okay. Now look who's talking about bias now, okay? But you know what? I love you anyway. I'm gonna drop the link again because I want. Okay, just give me a moment. I apologize. It's just that it's either during my room with the AC going off and on, or during the lobby. So okay, and Denise said he's even older than you are, Jose. K-Fed, this is K-Fed. This is all in love. And I thank you, Denise. Thank you, Denise. You know what? When people cannot um, argue anything with logic, the emotions take in. You know that very well. Okay. So, but getting back. Okay. And just because you are subscribed um, to a YouTube creator, uh, okay. I'm just simply okay. I'm just okay. Clarification. I'm just simply talking about some of the things to avoid. Avoid creators that causes drama. Avoid creators that don't provide anything that's uh, of value. Avoid creators that cannot accept criticism. And of course, Denise said, YouTube beef is the most ridiculous and most immature one. That's why it's better to ignore unless it's harmful, and then I recommend to involve the authorities. You know what, Denise? I would agree. I agree with you 100%. Um, so and the bottom line is this: um, when you're dealing with certain creators that have nothing positive to share or to add, the best thing to do is not to say anything at all because you don't want to give these people any shine. And that makes us show, okay, okay. And then KP says, yes, I can't believe it's real hate on YouTube though. Let me explain it. Yeah, you know what? Um, a lot of the YouTube creators are very positive. So you just have to learn to just avoid the negative ones. And believe me, you can tell who are the negative ones. The negative ones are the ones that cannot accept criticism. They cannot accept accountability. Uh, their channels are nothing more than an echo chamber. They feel threatened if you come across with intelligent um, facts or disagreements. Also, okay, well, I'm glad that you've been having selling experiences. Now, before I let my guest in, I just want to share with you this disclaimer. The views of the host that appear on the panel are not necessarily those of the host of the channel. Any attempt to copy the material without the consent of the host or the channel is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your rights to the images on your on channel. Some of the views that people may say may be considered offensive. Anyone that appears to be under the influence of drug or alcohol will be removed from the panel and will move permanently. If you do not like the content, you can block the channel. Okay, and now we're gonna bring in. Good evening, Ramon.
Good evening, Don Jose. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien. Welcome to the Coding Sphere.
No, don't start. Well, I know that I'm sure that where you are at isn't really that warm. Not like down here. Today is okay. It's in the low 90s, so it's very nice. Actually.
That's near fatal heat.
Nah. Still, it's actually very nice and comfortable. It's kind of like back home. Not too bad.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm downstairs in the lobby of the hotel where the
I
air
can hear
conditioner
it.
is working well to my specifications.
So you're freezing there. I see. There are icicles coming down from the ceiling and all. So that must be it, Mr. Freeze. So I know that's how you like it, but I couldn't do it. So how's the conference coming along? I mean, was it too boring or?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Today I took a nap because basically you listen to a whole bunch of resolutions. So and then people talk about it for like 6,000 hours. Now let me just share a comment that Denise put. I don't beef with people. I just block and ignore them until the kid and gun content creators get tired. And then when I put enter, I noticed a slight difference in the temperature. Um, yeah. Well, the problem when you're attending a union convention, you're going to hear resolutions and reports non-stop. Now let me
Okay.
just give you an analogy. You know how our friend Zacharias loves to talk. Ramon?
Hello. No, I didn't hear you for a moment. What was that you were talking about? I thought you were talking to Denise.
No. Um, no, I'm just saying. You know how Zacharias likes to talk a lot, don't? Okay.
But
So
Don Jose, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It doesn't matter.
okay, but I know, but I'm just giving an example. Okay,
Yes.
so imagine 500 of them talking.
Oh, really? No, it can't be the same thing because I'm sure that
Yes,
on that
yes,
meeting
yes.
that you because I'm sure that on that meeting that you are at, like people are talking kind of like in a more orderly fashion. That they're not trying to argue with people, or does it get like that?
No, it doesn't argue. It's just that basically is you get okay. Each person gets 3 minutes to support a resolution, but sometimes they tend to go overboard.
Ah,
And let me just maybe just address Denise. Uh, yes, Denise, I actually took a nap. I actually took a nap. Okay, but I have an excuse. I'm old.
ah. Well, that's what. No, don't say that. Remember, Denise is listening. She will agree with you. She's
Okay,
gonna
let
agree
me
with you.
just.
Yes. Just like I'm telling you, you're all that. You're not all that's dirt. Something like that.
No, I'm
No.
59 years. I'm 59 years um, young.
Ah. All right.
Okay, and Denise says I have an excuse too. You know what? To each one's own. to each one's own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she says, I have fatigue. Well, you know what? It's understandable. It's understandable. Okay. Now the link is in there. It's in the chat. If anyone wants to comment and express their viewpoint. Now, Ramon, as a YouTube creator, what has been your experience as far as certain people that you wish to avoid as far as YouTube creators or person?
No, the only persons that I would like to avoid will be the ones that uh, cannot express an opinion without getting argumentative, without getting combative. I mean, it's there are the types that want to, instead of just exposing their point of view on something, then they're trying to impose their point of view on others. It's like arguing with a female, and from my point of view as a man, because I've been in a couple of relationships in my life where you will be with the significant other, but the significant other will be too quick to wanna get into an argument with you. That's a whole nother subject. I know, but okay, hang on, because okay, I'm getting an Amber Alert on my phone. Okay, so the one cannot be they cannot be reasoned with. What I mean with that it's like arguing with a female. It's just that there are guys these days that having a disagreement with them is kind of like getting into an argument with them. And I don't argue with people. I don't argue with women. I learned that years ago. But there are dudes in on these platforms that try to get into arguments with you, kind of like a female, and they have a lot of feminine energy. And I'm not about to do that. I mean, just because you're an incel, that doesn't mean that I have to deal with your incel energy. I mean, and no, those types I need to avoid. I don't want them around me. I don't want to talk to them. They can go kick rocks or whatever. I'm not dealing with them. Those are the types that I have dealt with a couple of them, or the ones that maybe because they have a need to hate on you because of your association with someone else that they don't like. So they want to hate on you too, and they want to question your identity and things like that when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I hate that. I'm not dealing with those types.
Okay,
So,
I just want to acknowledge that Don Armando is in the panel. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm just chilling out with this slightly strong air conditioning downstairs.
oh, okay, so
Oh
that means that
yeah.
it's 20 degrees. That's what it means. It's like it's overly cold in there, and other people are probably complaining about it. What's going on, Armando?
Nah, not much, just had a day. I was on Denise's stream, but then I had technical difficulties. But Denise's stream was good. I could
Yes,
actually
it
say
was.
that.
Okay, yeah. Dennis, you're saying that you're gonna get into argument with me. That is one thing that I do disagree with you, but I'm not gonna argue with you about it. No. I'll let you know. I'll let you know about it in private. It's gonna be out of love. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you were saying about the activities, the conference, and you falling asleep. No, it happens to me at my job. Sometimes we have meetings, and if the meeting takes too long, I start feeling sleepy. I
Yes.
hate I hate that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I want to acknowledge the fact that my cyber daughter is here. Good evening, Denise.
Hey, hey, Denise
Hi,
chica.
how are you guys? I just
You're
woke.
were you sleeping? Were you still
I
asleep?
was, yeah, I was taking a nap. It kind of like I just woke up for a moment. I was like,
Ah,
oh my God, it's 5 p.m. I closed my eyes like at 3:30.
oh, I see. No, I mean, nah. Well, at least you had a chance to take a nap, given your condition. I mean, you do have to get your rest. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That is
and
true.
I'm not taking my evening coffee. Oh
Hmm.
Lord, but I came here to have an argument now. Let's no,
All
I'm joking.
right.
Yeah.
Yo, Denise,
What?
what kind of coffee you drink? You drink Starbucks or you drink Bustelo?
No,
No, no,
Yaucono. You import
no,
Yaucono, right?
neither. I drink Cuban coffee
Ah.
at home.
Yeah,
I make Cuban espresso.
right.
I'm a walking Starbucks promotion, but then I realized like I could save at least $30 per month if
Mm.
I took my espressos here. So I said I'm gonna try. I mean, certain days I'll just go, but I started because I always take two coffees per day. And MK does the same thing. So every time we will go to Starbucks, it was like, oh, it's $12, and then $12 in the evening. I'm like, that adds up.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Um,
we got an espresso, and I found the Cuban coffee for the cortaditos, the
Mm.
pods. So I put them in there. Oh my God, that's like an elixir of life.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
guess I have to try on Cuban coffee because I've tried Dominican coffee and then I just drink Dunkin' Donuts like just to stay awake in my job and that's it.
You need to try Cuban coffee. I mean, I love
okay.
Puerto Rican coffee. Don't get me wrong, but nothing is as strong as Cuban coffee. Well, I just saw yesterday at the grocery store the strongest coffee. Me and MK, I'm gonna try it.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know how it's going to be,
Mm.
but I mean, I love trying stronger versions of coffee simply because I do a lot of things in one day, and MK too, and we work at odd times.
Mm.
So you have to be away. Like you can't just help it.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to acknowledge the presence of the radical mother. Good evening, radical mother. Okay. Um, now, Denise, you were sharing some interesting information regarding how to avoid certain YouTube creators. Would you like to amplify that a little bit further?
Yeah, the best way to avoid the drama with other content creators is just to avoid drama. I think the best thing you can do is just don't make videos about them. Don't even bring them up in your videos. Ignore them completely so they can start doubting their existence because uh, if we're all adults out here, in order for you to create a platform, you have to be an adult. And the way I see it, right? Um, you have to, if you have a disagreement with a content creator, it's better if you just go talk to the content creator in private and just solve the situation if it's that big. Oftentimes it's not that big. Like when people disagree, it's just a disagreement, and we just have to respect each other's difference of opinions.
Hmm.
And I think that's something that is not necessarily how can I say it, celebrated or normalized in today's society. Like if you this let's say for example I disagree with you guys, it has to be, it's promoted in our society today that we have to hate each other now, and that's
Hmm.
not the way things are. We have to be able to enjoy people's different points of views. That's what creates progress,
Hmm.
because you're not going to be like me and I'm not going to be like you, so we're always going to challenge each other. I don't understand, and I know I'm a millennial. I don't know if it's because I was raised by parents that were a little bit older and more on the baby boomer side, and they're in their 60s already, but I wasn't raised to think like that. You have to be able to debate with people in a healthy manner And well, unfortunately, that's not what we see. What we see is like when somebody disagrees with, for example, in my experience, they disagree with you. They can't argue your points. They just disagree with you, most certainly because they already have a preconceived notion about you. So what tends to happen is that they go and throw personal attacks. Once you do that, that's it. I'm withdrawing from the conversation. And
Oh
after
yeah,
that, I'll just make jokes about you. That's literally how things are for me.
got
Because
you.
you
Me too.
degrade, because you degraded yourself from an adult to a child.
Yeah, there's a saying that what it says is like, you know what? Since you want to come and diss me, you diss yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have some of these content creators. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually gonna I was gonna actually going to punch one of these content creators when I come to New York. But then when I was talking to you and everything like that, Denise, you was
Yeah.
telling me that this guy's a full on lame anyway. So
Yep.
you
Yeah.
know,
There's maniacs out here, and that's the way I see it. And for the content creators, I'm more certainly going to encounter the same personalities. I'll say it publicly. There are certain people in our corner, particularly, well, not necessarily in like only our corner, but of course I'm going to talk about the ones in our corner, that you have to whitelist them, and understand that it doesn't matter what they say. They're going to say the most outrageous things, but they have either a mental condition or they have an addiction, and you have to exercise kind of like a little bit of compassion and give them like a reasonable accommodation, so don't react to them. There's individuals here that have
I,
literally like crazy addictions. They have conditions. We've seen them. They go off their meds or they're drunk or high, and then they start spewing crazy things. And if you react to that, then they're welcoming you to their world. You can't do that. You just have to ignore them.
Nah, you know what? I don't want to be in their world. They could say whatever, but half of the time, some of these people ain't gonna say what they're saying to their face, or they just want to hide behind a picture or something like that. At least I show my face on my own profile pics, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. It's something that I don't even. I think everyone here has saw me last year, so you guys know I'm not BSing, and I managed to not make a single video reacting to the trash talk about me. And thanks to that, I'm able to still grow my channel in a healthy way. Come on, we're like literally Sunday I was at 290 subs and I'm at 327 today. Um and I have people from different circles. Now I'm on Spotify. I have people from, Russia, Ireland, Australia listening to what I have to say. I don't have time for that. I didn't came to you. We don't get paid to do this when we're starting. We're doing this out of our own pocket. And, you know, I don't have the time or the energy to make content about, oh, like I'm mad at this person because they say something I didn't like. Let me just make a video and add a bunch of people so they can diss this person with me. That is the most
Yeah,
ridiculous thing an adult can do.
yes,
You're just
yeah.
promoting.
Saludo pa mi hermano Marcel.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on,
Mateo.
Mateo? Hey.
So yeah,
No,
I'm like, and I have disagreed with most of you guys here.
Right.
And
That's
it
true.
Going.
doesn't have to be like, oh, like I hate you, Ramon, and you know what, you have more gray hairs than I do, and now I'm gonna say like I'm not, that's so
Probably I do. Probably I
that's
do
so
have more gray hair than
ridiculous.
you.
That's so ridiculous. Oh,
I
I
have
just
gray beard
okay.
too. So, okay, okay, wow, that's supposed to make me feel bad. Like whatever.
Wow.
That's very childlike.
Well, I don't have much hair left.
You don't
Oh
have
wow.
what?
Hair.
Hey, you need to just shave it all. There are women that like it, that clean shaven look. There are women that like that. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Okay,
You
I
gotta
just want
grow
to
a beard
acknowledge.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, now I just want to acknowledge the fact that K Fit is in the house. Good evening, K Fit.
Hi, K-Fed.
Hey, Casey.
Hi, good evening. Hello, everybody. Hi,
Hey,
everybody. Good
Casey.
evening.
Hey,
Okay, well,
Hi, good evening. Hello,
You have an
everybody.
echo. You
until
have an echo.
K Fit can take care of the situation, we're gonna have a commercial break. People, if you have not subscribed to Let Explain, please do so because you're gonna find very educational content. The same thing with the intro of Boricua, the same thing with Don Armando, and with K Fit. I apologize for the commercial. The commercial. Okay. K-Fit,
Yes, I'm here.
are you there?
Yes, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we hear
K-Fit?
you. Just wanted you to make sure that you paused or silenced your YouTube tab because
I'm sorry, guys. I'm new to this. I just deleted the tab. Sorry.
okay, no problem, no problem. We can hear you just fine. So what's up with you, Chica? And what do you think about the subject?
I'm nervous. I'm scared. First off, you guys are like 75% of my experience thus far on YouTube. You know, Jose
Not
number
barely.
one.
I
So
have
I'm
barely made
nervous.
any videos myself. I don't know anything. I have barely done anything. Just a couple of live streams, and eventually I'm trying to come up with an idea for a new one. Well, I do have an idea, but I have to put together some info because it has to do with a couple of some of the recent Supreme Court decisions. That I have talked a little bit about when it comes to the whole gun control thing and how Republicans have betrayed us, the gun owners. That I want to make a video about that. So I have to get together some info to show that there are Republicans that are about gun control too, and there is a big hypocrisy when it comes to that. But yeah, going back to the subject, I'm not trying to make this about me, but I do want to do some more. It's just that I have been dealing with other stuff and also a little bit with my health and all. But yeah, and Kayfit, you need to do your thing too. I mean, do more live streams so we can join you and show you some support.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was talking to Golden Goddess and she was telling me the same thing. She's like, you need to post more. She was like, your streams are like every other month. She's like, you need to be posting daily, regularly. So I'm having some good experiences with the YouTube shorts. I got like almost 800 views on a YouTube short today. And that's like the best I've ever done on YouTube, period.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I wish I could get that many that many views on anything. So
So I'm
you're
like,
doing pretty good.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what did I do there that I'm not doing everywhere else? So I'm like studying this video like a nerd, like, okay, what makes this one more special than the rest? What did I do here that I nailed that I didn't nail somewhere else? So I don't know, trying to be patient and have grace and listen to Jose and you. It's gonna take time and just
Yeah.
figure it out as it goes along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I have to
think you
apply
should
that
Yeah,
to
never
myself.
desperate. It's all about quality rather than just quantity. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I see, the times of day you go live make a difference. The content structure makes a difference. It's just as important as posting on TikTok and Instagram almost.
okay.
Mhm.
Let me address Black Moon. First of all, good evening, Black Moon. K-Fit, she's someone that I know in my circles. She's a member of the same union I'm at. She's a municipal employee who happened to have a YouTube channel called Wine and FaceTime, and she does her streams on Saturday nights. But I'm glad to see you in the chat, my Black Moon.
Thank you, Jose. So far, Golden Goddess advice is working. I'm posting more and I'm getting a more activity. So just being patient and not trying to look at numbers every day and freak out at the same time. But
Right.
I've had no negative experiences. Like you guys have been the majority of my experience as well as the 18th letter. So I'm just nervous. And I'm like, I'm listening to everything y'all saying to make sure I'm making none of these mistakes.
Yeah, just get ready as you get more subs. Get ready because at some point you're going to get someone that doesn't agree with you or likes your content and wants to be you. Look, there's I think the best way to explain this to people is one of my I love drama. Of course, I love cinematography. In another lifetime, I didn't became a sound engineer, and I'm a movie director. So one of my favorite genres is drama, and one of my favorite dramas is The Assassination of Jesse James. I get it. A lot of people think it's a boring movie because it's long and it's long-winded and very slow. But there's a scene, and this happened in real life, when this kid that he took under his wing because he trusted his brother, of course, is doing everything that he does, and he's looking at Jesse James take a bath. And Jesse asked him while sitting in the bathtub, because he found it very weird, do you want to be me or you want to be like me? And I think there's a difference when it comes to that. And in today's society, when we have a lot of people, especially my generation and younger, that haven't been taught the concept of competition, and everything is a participation driven now. Everyone wins, no one's a loser. Um, there's some people that want to be like you, and those people are always going to be the ones that are going to have healthy discussions with you. Like, for example, when they don't agree with you, like, I'll give you an example. Me and Jose, me and Ramon, and even me and Don Armando have disagreed on things, and when we discuss these things, they just tell me, hey, I think this should be this way or that way, and they give me their input. That's minds that are alike. I want to be like Jose. I want to be like Ramon. I want to be like Don Armando in many different aspects of things that they have. But I don't want to be them. Because when you want to be other people, that means you hate the person you are. You want to cancel that person, take it out of the way, and then become that person. And that's when you see the more toxic traits. You see the person trying to degrade your persona, trying to show people, trying to show you to other people in the worst light, so people don't actually get to know you. It's kind of like like an envy, like a jealousy, and almost like a cowardice move. So you're going to encounter this if you create something. Jose is one of the most chill people out here, and he still encountered his own nemesis.
Yeah, that's true. If Jose got smoke, I'm like, it's real out here. Jose Negron, get out of here. Like, who wants to for Jose? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, really?
it's so weird.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, the fact of the matter is, any YouTube creator, after a while, they'll have haters. Now, the fact of the matter is, my channel is still small. It's growing. Okay, right now I have 112 subs, and I have a wide audience as far as people actually watch my content.
Yeah.
So, so the fact of the matter is, that's going to create a certain amount of jealousy and envy.
Yeah, it's always like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's I love healthy competition.
Yeah.
I love it. I love when we can compete for certain things. As a matter of fact, like we start channels that compete with each other for public, for hours, for who has the content first. You know, we don't hate each other, but we're aware that we're not gonna hate on each other because you posted this news before me. Like it's not like that. It's whoever gets it first, and you have to just work harder. That's healthy competition. Certain people that are not ready or are just not people that are supposed to have a platform get salty for those things, and it's kind of weird.
That's true. I just want to let people know that I see that Blood Moon has her own channel. So I just was saying, give her a look, and if you like her content, by all means, subscribe. And
Blood Moon has a channel.
that's what I think she.
En
Well,
First I heard of it.
Ah.
That's a new one.
I see Morena put down a link, and looks like Blood Moon has her own channel. And if
Huh.
she does, wonderful.
Blood
All right.
Moon, lo tenías calladito.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No nos habíamos enterado de ella no nos quiere en su canal.
No.
She doesn't want us in her channel.
Yeah. That's what. That's why she didn't say anything. Blood Moon, you got out it. You got out it,
Sabemos lo
girl.
tuyo, sabemos lo tuyo.
Ya nos enteramos. Vamos para allá.
She said, hell no.
Too late. The link was dropped. Too late. Can't take it back.
The cat is out of the hat.
All right. Blood Moon, check out her channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's just crazy though. Like, when it comes to like physical threats, I remember Jose's talking about those streams, and I'm all slow and new to the game. So it took me like 3 months to catch up to what he was talking about. And when I finally saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. And still, it's just like, even if someone has more followers than you, like, so are you mad they're getting paid a monthly subscription from YouTube? So you're hating now to discourage them? Like, it's still going to make them more pop and more relevant because now people are even clicking on that person's page more. So at the end of the day, though, there's no reason to hate because you're just giving that person more attention anyway.
Yeah, it's true because the bottom line, what the haters are doing, they're creating more free press for me.
That's another thing. That's another positive thing. There's positive and negative. Look, people hated me so much when I started. Still don't know why. Well, I know why now. A year.
Well, you're pretty. First off, you have a very pretty profile picture. They're like, "Ooh, that bitch thinks she got nice hair, or she thinks she got nice skin, or she got, like it's anything." They probably screenshotted your photo and zoomed in, like, what kind of eyeliner she wear, like just trying to emulate your looks to make their profile look like yours.
Oh my god! Look, what I've seen. One thing I've seen is that most of the people that hate it for no reason today are trying to do the same things I'm doing, not successfully, but that's what's happening. Or they're gone. They're just gone.
Or they're probably watching your stuff with a whole ghost page because girls.
Well, they are. I've had some of this lunatics admit on lives that he still watches my content, even though he's blocked. I blocked him completely because I like to help people live a better life. It's kind of like what happened yesterday with that Haitian individual that was upset and hurt by what I was saying, and I'm like, let's just help him out. There's so many things you can be watching. It's kind of like when people send me stupid messages on Instagram. Oh my god, like your content is so boring. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll make sure you're blocked so you don't have to see it again. It's so weird. It's just it's so weird how people act nowadays. But
they're watching all of your content to know how boring you are, to comment on how boring you are. So thank you for the watch time. Thanks.
Yeah, you're gonna trust me when you get like that. Because look at Don Armando. He also encountered his own niche of gremlins. You're gonna get yours. Jose got his. Ramon is getting his already. I've seen his comment section. His comment section is Jesus.
Yeah. Telling me about that I'm not a real Puerto Rican and that I shout out to Black Americans.
So you pretending to have that voice? Get out of here.
Yeah.
But they're the ones coming to my page to watch, and they don't even have a picture. They don't even have an avatar. It's like they're too broke for that. So
Oh my god.
but on top, quick clarification. Apparently, the link that was posted in the chat wasn't Blood Moons. It seems like it was actually our girl K Fits channel link that was posted. So anybody watching that sees the link, go check out K Fits channel, subscribe.
Okay.
I was already getting excited. I was like, what Blood Moon is gonna say? I need to go
thought it was
there.
like, come on, that's a letdown. ¿Qué pasó, chica? Se suponía que tenías tu canal para chequear.
Guys, I just want to acknowledge the fact that we have Moon Chasers in the chat. Good evening, sir.
Good
Thank
evening.
you very much.
Thank you. What's going on?
Good evening. That name Blood Moon is dope though. Like, not for nothing, you can think about so many things with the name Blood Moon. Like, I wonder what the vision was. I have so many thoughts hearing that Blood Moon. Like, what brought on that name? That sounds like an interesting name.
Yeah, we got 2 moons right now in the chat. We got Moon Chaser and we got Blood Moon. We got 2 moons.
They're obsessed with the moon. One is bloody. Blood Moon is more. Blood Moon is more on the I don't care for not, saying the other part type of stuff. I say whatever I want, and her comments most of the times are super hilarious. And Moon Chaser is more like, more serious, but still hilarious.
Love it. I automatically thought about horoscopes and gods and planets and stuff like that, so I'm totally off.
Oh my god, trust me, you're gonna see, you're gonna laugh your biggest laughs at the commentary. But in all honesty, like I say when I came in, the best way to avoid certain, because you're not gonna be able to avoid content create. You can't approach it like that. You can create a neutral space because it'll get too muted and it'll be boring. You want challenges. You want people to challenge your views, not only because, and that's something that I resent a little bit. I've seen it in other channels. I'm like, it's so crazy how I've never met large amounts of people that have a different viewpoint with data for the stuff I say. I would love to get challenged by someone, and in different ways. I've gotten small challenges, but not large amounts of people, just droplets of people.
What about? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
What about family members and coworkers? Do you invite coworkers and family members to your YouTube channel? Do you have boundaries? I'm trying to figure that out. Should I invite YouTube people that for my job to watch my channel? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Any feedback on personal family members and coworkers and stuff like that?
Be very careful on that.
Look, I've never shied away from people. I don't think coworkers is something you should invite, because at some point you're gonna say something that's gonna upset them. And we live in the glass generation era, unfortunately. When it comes to family members, my family watches me. I mean, my parents watch it, they watch my content, and they don't miss a single video. However, I have instructed my family members not to appear or comment on my videos for security measures. There's a lot of things that, I mean, obviously you're new, but Ramon and Jose know this. There's a lot of things that have transpired. Even people in the chat knows this. That I'd rather just not have my family in that crossfire. I can take it because I made the choice to show my face and say my perspective about different things, but they didn't, and they don't deserve to be harassed and threatened with bodily harm like I do.
Actually, I do share, with co-workers and my union members of our union family regarding my YouTube channel. Some is like, "Oh, Jose, why are you doing this?" And it's like, "Hey, it's a hobby." Actually, Moonchase has a question and directed towards K-Fit. Where are you from?
I'm actually from the Boogie Down Bronx, but I live in LES, Lower East Side, Manhattan, in New York City. So me and Jose are from NYC, and yeah, I guess you hear my accent. People are like, where she's from? I don't hear it though, but I'm from New York City.
Okay. Christina's in the chat. Good evening. Long time no see. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Good evening, Christina.
Christina's another person that can't even tell you. She has also gotten a lot of hate. A lot.
Oh, I mean, to me, is this? I can see
Not
why
from
a lot of
us.
people get a lot of hate
No, not from
because
us. She's
because
gotten
Christina
way
is smart
more. Yeah,
and
she's
she's
pretty.
very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Is Christina Viva Bella?
Yes.
Yeah, Viva Bella. No,
Yeah,
actually,
she's a full
she has
package
to do.
because she's pretty, she's smart.
I can see from her avatar she's beautiful.
Yeah. So trust me. Oof, we've seen it. We've seen it. She got like triple, if not 5 times the hate I got.
No, but Christina, let's be honest, she's like one of the godmothers of the little community here.
Yeah.
I mean, because the very first time I ever did anything on YouTube, kind of like an interview or anything like that, it was actually with her. I mean, she may have been kind of like one of the biggest reasons why I do anything at all on YouTube, because I wasn't a YouTuber. She knows, but it's only. Yeah, she has a lot to do with it. So Christina is a bit of a star. I mean, she's so big for us. That's why she doesn't join these streams, because she's too big for that.
We're the
peasants.
We're the
peasantry.
Yeah. It's just that she has over 11,000 subs. So therefore, people like myself have only 112 subs.
Yeah, she's too big. She's too big for us.
I'm not worried for her to be on my panel.
Well, I'm happy to be amongst all of you guys. You know, this is very informative for me, and like everyone here has taught me something, whether I've been on your stream or not. I'm watching, you know, when I'm on Jose's stream, and I see all the things you guys talk about. So this is informative. I was even speaking to Golden. I was telling her, you know, since you're having this experience, you probably should become an educator, you know, since people got so much to say, be an educator. So maybe for all the people that are getting the hate, they can become educators. So at that point, they're still making more money.
Yeah, and I have to say this for all my haters that that hate on me, keep on hating. I got something for y'all. Oh yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, she was also telling me too, it's good to group up with people. When you start a YouTube channel, she like, you know, don't be a sitting duck, group up with people. So, you know, you got people to watch it back and, you know, be the moderators. And, you know, Jose taught me that too. I didn't really know nothing about any of those things until a dingling popped up in one of my lives.
What popped on your life? I'm sorry.
A penis, a soft penis trying to get hard.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Those are trying to get down your streams. I mean, you have to kind of like be careful who you let on your panels, because somebody might try to wave something or put a clip. I've seen it. I've seen it on other live stream. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you stream with StreamYard? Okay.
Yes, right now, yes, I'm streaming with StreamYard. I'm not sure what other platform I could use at the moment.
Okay, so I'll teach you how to avoid that even when you're doing a live stream, because they can flash whatever, but no one will see it. It won't be on the video at all. So I'll teach you how to do it backstage, or I'll message you if you don't stay for the backstage. I'll message you on Instagram. Yeah, I have your Instagram. So
okay. Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the presence of the Afro-Saxon. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by. And the fact of the matter is, we have 11 people watching this stream. Thank you very much, guys.
We need 11 likes.
Yeah, that would be nice too.
That's right. Get those likes up, as y'all say.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what? It'll be great if you hit the Cash App.
Yep. That also too. If you enjoy Jose's stream, let's show him some love. We need to get like an annoying clip for when the likes need to go up. Something that people don't like.
Yeah. Kind of like what Chantel does.
Yes.
That clip that she uses, that's funny.
That's hilarious. The fat chick and the lady with the long
titties, as she called her, with the long titties.
Damn.
I love the chat right now. They said a soft one. Ew, yeah, a soft one. That.
I guess that's what she likes, though.
No,
Jesus Christ.
Oh
No,
my
I'm telling
goodness.
you, yeah, we should get like an annoying video or like a very boring song to play. You
oh
know,
Guess
no, there has to be something funny.
I'm
They-
thinking
They're gonna
about
make it work.
Charlemagne the God, Donkey of the Day. I don't know if you guys have Donkey of the Day in your town, but whenever someone does something really stupid on the radio in the morning, this guy
Okay.
Charlemagne, he has someone say something really stupid and it's really funny at the same time, but it's really, really negative.
Yeah. Gotta to embarrass them
okay.
yeah,
when they
Uh,
mess up.
you know the amount of people we will have to create like a 30-minute thing for the donkeys of the day on this sector.
okay.
Because I mean, if you're a content creator on our sector, you know what I'm talking about. We
Okay.
have a lot.
Aw.
We have a lot
Uh,
of those.
guys, I just want to acknowledge the fact that Danny's in the chat. Good evening, sir. And actually, you want to know what's going to be the topic for next Wednesday?
What?
Can a 304 become a wife material?
No.
Yes.
That is your show. You already did
Yes.
the show. No.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Look,
Yes, you
look at
can.
the
No.
audio. Look at the audio we have for that. Do you guys remember that? I remember that. That was like the
Oh
first
Yeah,
days
yeah.
of the
yeah.
channel.
You know what's funny,
Uh,
Danny? You're the donkey of the day always, since you support racists, so it's all good. You're
Yeah,
always
but
the
don
donkey.
here,
don Armando,
come
let's
on.
not do that here. Let's not do
No,
that
no,
here.
that's okay. You know what? That's just, people are going to disagree. Let's just keep it that way, okay?
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I got people that disagree every day, and you know what? I love being here because you know what? They could disagree all they want. I'm still here, and they're not stopping nothing.
Blood Moon, he said that can a 304 be wife material? Can be turned into a wife. Well, you can turn her into a wife. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a good one though.
Ugh.
I mean,
That's just a liability. Hell no.
Right? Because you can't take the whole out of her because she became a wife.
yeah.
Exactly.
You can take the yalera out of the caserío, but never the caserío out of the yalera.
Yalera, la ranfletera.
But the sex is probably popping. You know it is.
Yeah, riding the rooster carousel. Nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah.
No, that's insane. I'm telling you. And you know what's insane? It's that we see that every day.
Uh-huh.
We see this becoming more and more common, this type of culture
Yeah.
of hosts or Tatianas.
Tatianas.
And it's crazy that you try to tell them, because that's what I said, if they don't listen to us as other women, that they don't have as much contempt for us, imagine how they won't listen to you as a man. I feel so scared for the little boys growing up right now, because we're seeing the temperature of the
Worried
dating.
about it. Worried
Yeah.
about it. I mean, poor. Yeah. They're gonna work on these boys, and these kids are gonna be able to find somebody else, somebody to get with. That it's not gonna be a total mess up, a total ratchet, worthless, damaged goods.
Mm-hmm. Speak
Yeah.
it.
And
Yes.
and they start very early. Like I heard, oh my god, who was it? I don't remember. When they were saying the average American chick starts being sexually active at 16 years old, and that range is just the average. There's girls having sexual relations as early as 12 years old.
Yeah, that is
Dang.
true.
I'm like, you know
Dang.
that at that age you're still like a kid, but not
Yeah,
like a kid. You're a full-blown
one is
kid.
not it's still developing. It's not really grown. I mean, they may be starting to hit puberty, and they may have a menstrual cycle at that time, but they're not ready. They're still not
But
ready.
not old,
Kill
not old. Like I got my a mí me cantó el gallo, right? When we said, like, when I was 15 years old. So
Te visitó la amiga. Te visitó la
Yeah.
amiga.
Not
Okay.
not all of us at 12. You know what I was doing at 12 years old? Worried about if my skateboard freaking gomitas were tight enough and bugging my dad about it. Like
Las rueditas estaban bien puestas. Okay.
yeah.
It's crazy. Like low key TMI. Like I definitely lost my V. Like younger than I was supposed to. Wasn't prepared. Wasn't ready. I was a teen mom in high school with a belly. Like it was a whole
Oh.
freaking experience. But
Wow.
I was not a
Wow.
304. So to say. Like I had a boyfriend the whole time. I wasn't promiscuous. I lost my V because all my friends were talking about the oohs and the ahs and the ooh, you're not a woman. So it was like kind of like low key peer pressure. And I definitely regret it. It was a horrible experience, horrible. And it was like I definitely could have waited, but I'm just saying that just to say that all the girls that end up losing their virginity early are not necessarily 304s.
No,
Well,
that doesn't make you a 304. What makes you a 304 is what follows. You get my point? It's what
Got
follows
you.
after that. It's not that, because that could be like, well, I mean, you didn't got the proper access to sexual ed. Nobody talked to you about it. They just told you don't get pregnant. That's not sexual education. I am sorry,
Um,
but if you're one of those parents, you suck as a parent. And I'm
well,
I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. If your sexual education to your kid is telling them what not to do, you suck as a parent.
yes.
I mean,
An-
I'm
Yeah, and
sorry.
basically
It's
those
true.
parents, and basically a lot of the Bible Belt in the United States, because of that is basically what they teach the young, like abstinence. Not me,
I
not now.
mean,
I remember seeing those billboards in Mississippi when I used to live there. I would see those billboards that would say, "Not me, not now." And Mississippi has, for years, has had like the highest rate of teen pregnancies because they don't educate the kids there.
no, but you know what's the crazy part? I was raised with the abstinent mindset,
Mhm.
but the problem is that when my dad noticed that I was getting, you know, more developed and I was getting boys to call me at home, he would monitor who called me. He sat me down. My dad gave me my first condoms, and he explained to me the
Mhm.
importance of those and why I need to wear them and why I needed to wait. And even my older sister, that's now in her 40s, she was like, look, you don't want to have sex early because, and I didn't understood that because of course, when you're a teenager, you're very defiant. And I remember when she told me, she's like, you don't want to have sex because you're going to like it, and if that boy leaves you, you're gonna want to keep having it, and that's gonna make you a hoe.
Mhm.
You don't want that. And that kind of
Mhm.
kept me from doing it at an early age when I wasn't supposed to the fact that I just became active in my 20s. So it's so weird what we're seeing today because it seems like the age keeps getting younger and younger. Look at what Blood Moon just said, that she saw a 14-year-old on her block with her newborn baby. Just
Yeah.
imagine that mom had her like at 30. Yeah, at 44 she's already grandma.
Yeah.
okay.
It's
Guys,
really real.
guys, I have admitted previously that I lost my virginity on a church trip.
Yeah, Jose, you were very
Yeah, you
defiant.
mentioned something like that. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, Danny, it was a I'm pretty sure my dad was scared, but you know what's more scary? To raise your daughter and invest in her future and have her get HIV, like some of my classmates got, or syphilis or
Mhm.
gonorrhea. I've had friends in high school that will come to school crying because they got those things, or oh, I just came from the abortion clinic and I have to walk normally. That was more scary because even though I was raised in the church, you still know that fanatism and extreme religious views also bring up a lot of scandals, and people to avoid them do crazy things. It's
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
If I
That's
could
the truth.
talk about all the things that I saw during my time in church, you guys will never step in a church again.
I
I
mean,
can
I
Yeah,
see.
guarantee.
I
I
see you
already haven't
stepping. I'm
stepped in
still
a
a
church in a
Christian.
long time. So
Yeah,
No.
me too.
Denise, are you trying to convert me into becoming an atheist?
No, no, I respect your religious views. I'm just saying, like, at least, I mean, I don't know here in the States, but in Puerto Rico, you know, Ramon, religion tends to be more intense and more
Mhm.
observed. Like you can't paint your nails, you can't dye your hair, you can't wear makeup, you can't have earrings, you can't have jewelry, you can't, there's so
Mm.
many things you can't do. And when you push kids into that extreme, you see crazy things. I'm just
Yeah, but
saying.
it can
All right.
backfire
So,
bad.
it
Denise, were your
it backfires all
family
the time.
Pentecostal?
No, I was a 7 day Adventist.
Oh
But
yeah.
my dad, I had the blessing that my dad was more moderate. So yeah, they might say certain things, but my dad was like, no, I'm gonna explain to you certain things. You make the decisions, knowing the consequences of things. But we weren't on that extreme fanatic realm.
No.
You know, my dad still gave me certain freedoms that were reasonable. For example, you can't go bowling if you're a 7 day Adventist. You can't go to the theater if you're a 7 day Adventist. My dad allowed me to do those things. You get my point?
Okay, that's
So
worse than that's worse than the Jehovah Witness. I
it's
mean,
Well,
it's a
a lot
it's
of
the
people don't.
same. It's the same thing actually, because we come from the Millerists, and the Millerist was fragmented in three groups. There was
hmm,
the one group of the when the fiasco happened with William Miller. Then some of his people, some of his following, turned into Jehovah Witnesses, some into 7 day Adventists, and some returned to the Baptist Church.
hmm.
So you still have that same culture of the things that Jesus asks for so much when you are either a Jehovah Witness or a 7 day Adventist, that you can kind of understand why people give up, because you always feel like you're never enough. Nothing is enough for Jesus. And it's
Um,
sad to a
yeah.
degree.
Excuse me.
I
I just
mean,
want.
I could.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Art and Usual TV is in the chat. Good evening, sir. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Art.
Hi, Art.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's crazy. I mean, I've never talked too much about like how a religion was and how this specific religion is, but maybe one day I'll make a video about it. But you will not believe the amount of things you have to forego,
Hmm.
I
about the
mean,
things you consume. We were like growing up, we were never taught how to dance. We were never taught Puerto Rican culture. We were never taught a lot of things, and you're kind of kept from society because you don't interact with society as much unless if they're going to become 7 day Adventist people. So you're only surrounded by 7 day Adventist people,
wow.
and,
Wow.
whether that might be very beneficial in certain areas, like you're not necessarily contaminated with the 304 culture, but at
Hmm.
the same time it alienates you from developing in a normal way, because then what if tomorrow you want to come out in the world and you don't understand a lot of things? You get my point? I think my dad, coming from a regular, upbringing without the SDAs involved, understood that, and that's why he also always mixed in reality with the 7 day Adventist teachings.
Okay.
I mean,
And
Nice.
the way that I was brought up. I mean, I was brought up under the Anglican Church,
The
so
what?
Anglican Church, Episcopalian.
Okay, got it.
So when I was brought up in that church, there was certain stuff that I didn't really agree with. When I found out later on, it was like you had to read the whole Nicene Creed and all this stuff.
Hmm.
And then when I was reading it and everything like that, and then I found the history, I'm like, hold up. If you read the whole Bible, the Nicene Creed is not even there. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna memorize this whole thing. And I guess the Nicene Creed that was made like in the Council of Nicaea, I guess in the early days of the church.
in the
So
300. I'm sorry. In the 300s. I
Yeah,
apologize.
something, somewhere,
yeah,
sometime in the fourth century or so. Hmm.
Hmm.
yeah, because there was a Council of Nicaea, and then as far as Christianity, that's when they said the first schism happened, which is the schism between the Roman Catholics and what is now the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Got it.
Right.
Oh, look, Marcel said 325 AD.
Wow. I wanted to comment back with you, Latin. I wasn't raised in church or anything. I didn't have the talk regarding the birds and the bees. Just like you
Mhm.
said, I had that talk like, listen, you get pregnant, that's your ass, or you better not be no fool, or listen, you better not
Oh my
have fast
God.
ass. Like I got those threats like, or else. It wasn't more like, listen, bitch, this is what the fucking happened, or it wasn't an education. It was more like I was influenced by the outside. It wasn't talked about. It was just like I was the only kid in the house with like 9 adults, no little kids to play with, and as a younger adult or younger kid, same transition. So my friends were everything. I was highly influenced and I was pissed the fuck off. Like, this wasn't worth it. I hate that I did this. Right. Y'all bitches lied. I was like totally
Yeah.
pissed. And at the end of the day, you live and you learn. You make mistakes, things happen. But, at the end of the day, it was what it was. I wish I did, kind of had that structural setting of, not necessarily church, but, the actual sit down to get the realistic reason why, listen, this is why you shouldn't do it. You don't want to feel this itch, this burn, this pain. You don't want to be pregnant. It wasn't portrayed to me in a realistic way like that. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
she
because
didn't think about sex. She innocent.
yeah, because even my older sister, she was not in the church when she told me that. She just told me like the truth. And I just literally understood that. When she told me I was a teen, she was like, you're gonna be a hoe. You don't want to be a hoe at 16. Like, this one thing you don't want to be is that. You get my point?
Uh-huh.
So she made me understand in a very normal way. But I think the problem is that parents themselves don't understand. And I'm not going to grill parents out here, of course, because you have to also understand where they're coming from. But I think they themselves don't have the tools to explain to you because they never were explained these things. You get my point? So
Absolutely.
when they get slammed with reality, they just get like, whoa, how do I even tell my kid these things? And so many emotions are tied to that when sex is brought up by your own children, that you never think they're going to have sex or have that curiosity at that age, then what do? You cannot get blindsided. But always the
Mm-hmm.
approach is to think, hey, in that moment you have to equip your kid with all the mistakes that you did sexually so they don't do those mistakes. That's the best
Absolutely.
approach. That's literally the best approach. You can't shy away of the conversation. That doesn't mean that you have to sit down and watch porn with your kid. What I'm trying to say is just tell your kid, hey, look, this is what's going to happen to your body. It happened to me. I made these mistakes. And this is what's going to happen. If you do this, this is what's available. If you still want to have sex, because let's keep it real. If they have the curiosity, it's going to happen. I don't care if you try to say, no, my kid, it's going to happen. They're going to have sex.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
So it's
okay.
better that you explain it to them and
yeah.
At
just
least
hear it
he
from
said it.
you.
Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that the radical Latinos is in the panel, and guys, there are 14 people viewing this. I should get at least 10 likes. I'm not asking too much. Okay. Good evening, radical.
Hey, what's up? I'm hearing you guys are talking about ungodly things here.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Talking about losing cards
Oh
and
my
Big
things at a
cards.
God.
certain age. You know what I mean?
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think this is a very godlike discussion. You should set an
Yo, what up,
example,
radical?
Jose. Hey, what's up? What's going on,
I'm
man?
Right,
chilling. How
Morena, as
yo?
if your boy is gonna tell you.
No, Morena, my advice, uh, just buy him the condoms. I'm just being realistic.
Nah,
They're
Just
not
just
gonna
buy.
tell.
nah. Yeah,
No.
Not
first of
gonna
all,
tell
don't
you,
listen. Listen,
Marina.
don't listen to a woman. Listen to a man. Okay, check this out. This is Morena. This is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. Right? Let him bring whatever girl home. Close that door and let him
What?
lock it and let it happen.
Hell
It
What?
is what it
What's the
is.
double
Hell
It
standard when
is
it's
no.
a
what it
daughter and a
is.
son? It depends.
No, I am so neither. My kids, my roof is going to be sacred. You can have all the sex you want. I'm gonna give you the tools to not come home pregnant or without disease, but out of my sight.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't know.
don't think
I'm not
Morena.
comfortable with that.
I
No.
don't. I don't think Morena wanna hear headboards banging on the
Yeah,
on
no, I
another
don't
room.
want to
She
hear
doesn't
Wait
that.
a
wanna
minute.
hear
Wait
that
a
No.
minute.
noise.
First of all,
Listen, these kids be having sex outside.
in the
Yeah.
beginning is a little
Exactly.
rough. You know,
Yeah, in the
Morena
car.
gotta. She
Outside.
They'll
has
be,
to learn.
they'll be having it in the train. So I'll
Uh,
Uh,
I'll keep it.
I think
I'll keep it a stack.
Morena, I think you should just sit down with him, give him the condoms. I'm not even joking. Explain to him that if he that's his life, you're not gonna interfere. But there's a lot of women that would ruin his life if he gets them pregnant. And explain to him things. Give him the real. And that's your best bet, because if not, you're going to be an abuela. I'm just telling you.
I mean,
Tell him don't trust these girls that they're on birth control. Don't trust that.
Yeah.
Don't believe that.
no,
Choose
no,
Know
no.
that.
him.
Never assume
Don't
that they're
believe
telling
that
the
birth
truth.
control story.
You know all the
Girls
tricks.
lie about that shit.
Yeah, you know all the tricks,
tell
Morena. You know
tell
all the
tell
tricks.
tell tell him to come to Uncle Radical. Check this out.
No,
I
Morena.
will teach you many ways on into how to insert Plan B pills without their knowledge.
Oh my
You know,
God,
he's
you're horrible.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. Jesus Christ. But
Come
see,
on.
that's why, Morena, you're gonna be good. You're good.
yeah.
Don't listen
Yeah.
to Radical about violating women's drinks with Plan Bs and stuff.
hey, listen. Roe v. Wade was already taken out. You got to protect yourself somehow. You know what I'm
Oh
I
saying? You got to
mean,
protect
yeah.
yourself somehow. So if it's not going to be a karate class, it's going to be this juice that you don't know what's in it. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
my God. Oh my God.
OMG.
That's giving roofie vibes.
It's not a
It's
roofie.
down that
It's gonna
lane.
be
But it's
something
down
that's
that
gonna be
lane.
beneficial for everyone.
No, it's
That's
down
it.
Nah,
that
but then
lane.
you gotta but then I'm just saying, like, not for anything that could do damage. So therefore, you don't want a lawsuit in your hands. I'm
Exactly.
just
You don't want
saying.
to be
We'll
look
get
at
to
the
that road
world
when we
through a
get to it.
fork. Just look to the world through a fork. Are you ready to be behind bars?
What did I say? What is Danny talking about? He says men will be castrated if they said what I said. What did I say?
I don't remember. I think you were talking about what the women lie about being on birth control. I'm not sure.
Okay, well,
Could
it's
be
okay if he
that.
says that. Okay.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
There are women that do lie about that. As men,
Yeah, I would
we have
say
to be careful with that shit because
yeah. There's so many things nowadays. Like I said, there's my advice is it doesn't matter if she tells you that she has no ovaries, still wear your condom, and if you can, spermicide. That's all I'm
yeah,
yeah,
like
saying.
going
there
back
is
to
no
my
way for
upbringing.
somebody to know. Mhm.
I
My
have a
mom, she didn't let no female in the crib, so I had to always pay for a hotel. Cause
You have to.
I guess it was Dominican tradition. Cause my mother, she was from the old school. She was like, if you bring a female to the house, that's disrespect. So always, I was like, all right, you ain't coming to my crib. Cause my mom was like, she had that code, and most of my friends who are Dominican, they had
Yeah,
that
yeah,
same tradition too. Cause it was
You,
like, yo, you're not
I,
bringing no female to the crib.
I hate
yeah.
that
You
little
have to take it to the cabaña.
I hate that little
Exactly.
like that little thing that moms used to do. I'm like, disrespect. Every Sunday you be getting drunk and cleaning the house. What are you talking about disrespect? You know what I'm saying? Like relax. You know what I mean? Talking about disrespect. I'm not gonna disrespect. And if anything, I'm blessing Shorty and this house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How's
my
that
oh
mom, she
my
like?
didn't do it like that.
God. Like I have a 23-year-old, and when she lost her virginity, she didn't tell me. She told my partner, and like I lost my mind. I cut all my hair off into like a Caesar. Like I didn't handle it well. And long story short, she told somebody after the fact. She did it at home when she knew we was gonna be at work. I was just so pissed, and I did have the conversations about it. Before it happened, she had the conversation in school. Then she had the friends always coming over, and I was not the strict parent to the point where okay, you can't go outside, but your company can come here. Like I would give her freedom.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your daughter and every other teenager out there. This is the sound that their heart drops. When they hear that, it's over. It's over.
And it's like the worst thing about it is like, okay, as a mother, you think the child is going to come to you, but they don't. They go to the cousin or the sister or the neighbor. They don't come to you. You got to always tell someone else, listen, talk to my kid because she ain't talking to me or he ain't talking to me. You more their age. They can relate to you. They'll release. Because when you talk to the kid about sex, they automatically, they shut down. They feel like you're going to tell them, like Latina said, what not to do. And they don't feel open to express themselves, but they're gonna tell the older sister or the older uncle or the older cousin.
Nah. This is what you gotta do. Be like, you've been sitting them down, right? And be like, you want to know how you got made, little nigga? Check this out. And then you let them know. Be like, one time, I came home drunk. You know what I mean? And your mom was looking good. And you know what I'm saying? And then if they still don't get it. If you still don't get it, there's a couple of websites that they could teach you. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Tú estás pasado, manito.
Like, when is the right time to talk about sex? I have a little one. She's 13. And
Let them bring it up. Let them bring it up.
I'm not even ready for the second one. I got two girls. No boys.
This is how you do it. You like eating, everybody's in the table eating, and then out of nowhere you be like, yo, y'all heard about this new thing called sex, you know what I mean? And then that's when y'all open the book up. That's what it is.
No, look, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the rule of thumb that I think, right? I could be wrong though, but when already your boy is watching porn, whatever, that's the time for him. For us girls, whenever you see that she's buying panties and bras that combine with each other, that's the time. That's the time.
Now look, that was the time. That was the time. You're right.
Yeah. When you start minding your underwear as a woman, that's the time.
All right, but I got
one question. Or when they start putting fake long ass nails for no reason,
that's
the time. Also when they start wearing the lip gloss. That pink lip gloss and all that. That's also the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, parents just check that.
That's a lot of lip gloss right there.
Jesus Christ, not the lip gloss. You can wear lip gloss and
also when they start stealing your razors, that's the time to talk to them also.
Yeah. And when they go into the scream tours, the all boys scream tours, I took like 6 girls one year to Madison Square Garden. They had this scream tour with like Little Bow Wow, B2K, all these little band boy groups. Oh my God, these little girls were melting. I'm like, how do you know how to express that feeling? Like, I love him. You're not even a teenager. What do you mean? Like passing out in the concert and everything. I'm like, you're not even developed yet. What do you know about these feelings and emotions you're having?
Yeah. Do you see what Fulana said, Radical? Nah, the nails is too late. It is. Because the first thing, as girls, we care about more like beautiful things and our image and how clean we look and how clean we are and how good we smell. We care about those things. So when you see your girl doing those things with her underwear, that's it.
All I gotta say is a woman in the Bronx, by the time she's 16, she already got like 5-10 bodies.
Oh my God, Radical.
It's true.
It's not even a lie though. I work in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. He's not even lying. Like,
there you go.
Yo,
listen. Sometimes
I be saying ass everything that us.
Listen, I'll be saying some of the shit that be a little wild, but the majority of the stuff that I say is true. I'm telling you. Guess what? Middle school girls be dating 26, 27-year-olds all because he got a car now. Now she's a shit.
What?
Nah, yo,
the gym teachers and shit.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I remember when I was going to high school, you had females that was dating 40-year-olds, and it was like, I'm not dating none of you young dudes. I'm dating 40-year-olds. I'm like, well, okay, I guess I don't have a chance. And then now And then now
And then I
everybody's
was in the back of the
talking about
class.
R.
I was in
Kelly
the back of the
or
class, like, damn, I can't wait to be 40. No, let me stop. Let me stop.
I know, right?
And they work in the school. They're the after school directors. They're the people that do the tutoring. They're the people at the bodega store at the corner after school. Like they're the creeps that be around the schools for the most part.
Oh
that
my
these girls get.
God, you guys are creeping me out. This is disgusting. This is
No,
just
dead ass.
gross.
That's actually true. It's true.
I don't think they have all that body count at that age. That's too young. They're
Yeah,
babies.
trust me.
And if they don't
Trust
got
me.
big brothers or uncles or cousins in the school or the neighborhood, they really victims to it, honestly. If there's no bigger cousins or uncles in the building or the high school or the neighborhood that's outside to watch, they're easy prey.
What the hell? New York is such a horror. It's like Gotham. I don't even know
I
why
mean,
people love it so much.
me personally, it
I'm
depends
telling you,
because
New
back in the
York is
day,
a whole different animal,
the
Denise. I'm telling you.
the brothers used to go and beat you down if you ever disrespected their sister. Nowadays, in some
Mhm.
areas, they'll be like, okay, they just think of you as family because you banging their sister. I'm telling you, that's how it is in the Bronx
Jesus
right now.
Christ. I agree with Tom. We need to really just need to give New York City to Russia, China, or Canada. I don't know Canada.
What?
Maybe China, so that they can beat some
What?
sense into New York.
The
If this
Bronx
is
needs a
if
whole
this is
street down there makeover. I'm
yeah,
from the Bronx. I ain't even gonna lie. I
Yeah.
work in the DA's office out there. Like I know.
Oh wait, the Bronx Defenders?
Not the
there's
actual courts.
Oh, never mind, my fault. Oh, in 161st, right?
Yep.
oh my God, that is
Yo,
disgusting.
when Monday comes around, all them people that got locked up Fridays and Thursdays.
You're horrible.
Yo, what you know about the 3 floors? Now let me stop. Let me chill. Let me chill.
That's
Let me
disgusting.
chill. Let me chill. Yo, I'm about to
I'm
dox
trying to get
myself.
out of here though. I'm trying to move out of New York.
Yo, I moved out dead ass. I moved out of the first chance I got. I moved out of the Bronx, bro. I live upstate New York now. All I see is good Latinos, good black folks, and good white folks. That's it.
Oh my
You know what
God.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, I moved to Jersey City, and it was just the first time I moved out of New York, and it was just a whole bunch of dudes that just wanted to be like New York.
okay, excuse me.
Oh
I
my
got
God, look at Danny. Look at
excuse
the
me.
comment that
Excuse me.
Danny said.
Excuse me. I gotta cut him. I gotta defend New York,
Here we
particularly
go.
particularly Parkchester, which is like the
Uh,
garden tour of the Bronx.
Here we
Okay.
go.
I mean, first of all, there's some parts in the Bronx it gets a little bit feisty. Okay, I get it. But there's
a
some
little
parts
bit
of the Bronx that
spicy.
are beautiful.
I love how he downplays these things.
He's in
Continue.
like a nice gated area. He's like in a small little gated community. So his area is really nice. I won't lie, it is.
In a
It
bubble.
is, but
Jose,
then it
just
gets wild at
because
night. I can tell you that.
Jose, just because you live next to Jacoby Hospital, don't mean that you live in a nice area. I understand Jacoby Hospital is a one trauma center. I get it, but it don't mean that you live in a nice area, right?
They just had a shootout up in Jacoby, bro.
Exactly. Jose talking about I'm a couple of bus stops away on the 12 bus to Bay Plaza. Get out of here with that.
I mean, it can be worse than California. I don't, because we have Hollywood, you know.
I mean,
I
And
would love to come to
Well,
Hollywood.
because
It's
tent
just too
cities.
fun.
look,
but what about
when
Skid
you
Row,
The
Denise?
tent cities, I
when
feel
you
for you.
have when you have Hollywood be the core of the culture here, you have people. I think LA, like literally LA, because it's LA, and you know LA County is like super big. All the way, all Southern California, it's in this weird. We live in this weird twilight zone where people are willing to do anything just to be fake, scam you, or lie to you, or get something out of you. You know, you can't be like trusting people out here like that
So
because
they're all
people.
my exes.
Oh my God,
Nah,
stop!
nah.
Okay.
Hollywood
Look,
is a different
and
animal.
look, and Hollywood is because at least in the Bronx, yeah, you guys are ghetto, live among rats. You might be
First,
promiscuous.
okay,
Hey,
okay,
yo,
There's a lot of no, not the New
No, let her
Yorkers.
finish. Let her finish. You
Not
got
not
more, right? Go ahead.
not all the New Yorkers. I'm just saying as a whole. That's the image of New York. I'm not saying that all of you have to be those things. Correct. Let me stand corrected.
First of all,
So there's a lot of trash. It's disgusting. It smells bad. You see the most outrageous things. But let me tell you something. We still have Skid Row. I think we take the cake over New York on that. We
All right.
have Skid Row.
Listen, if
We
you
have
let,
San
y'all
Francisco.
can't say nothing. Listen, once you have a 9/11, y'all can't say nothing. All right.
Oh my
Get out of here with
God!
that.
Now
excuse me,
look. We
excuse
take
me,
the cake on the worst. Go ahead, Jose.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that Gigi's in the house. Good evening, Gigi.
Hi,
Hi,
Gigi.
Golden.
Now
Hey,
we talk. Okay,
Golden.
Yeah, I have to
first of
agree with Blood Moon with that because the only part that I know that has like maybe some quote unquote white people will be like where the boats is at, like
Riverdale,
right,
not
that,
city.
that's one
Well,
of the
City Island,
sections,
City
and
Island,
then
Co-op
City
2,
Island,
City
Baychester.
Island, and
and
Riverdale.
then Throg, and then certain parts of
Throg's Neck.
Neck also.
Yeah,
Co-op.
yeah,
Co-op,
Baychester.
yeah.
Co-op got
Co-op,
stunts. I ain't gonna
co-op.
lie.
Look,
Once you pass the projects, yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah,
don't think New
Co-op got
York can
stunts
be
straight up.
any worse than you have South Central, you have Compton, you have Hollywood,
Shout out to my
you
secret family in
have
Throsneck.
you have
Shout
now
out to my homies in Compton.
San Bernardino has become a mecca for crime. You have Oakland, San Francisco sucks, LA sucks. Like there's so much crime, so much
How,
so
how,
many
how
crackheads
about
out
Murder
here.
Mountain?
I don't
I heard
know.
that's where the weed is at.
I've never been.
Also,
In all the
loves
time.
out there like
Like
that.
the
You see
only
celebrities.
place, look, the only places in California that you can live and you won't see these things are in LA. There are certain pockets of places, like either you're in the South Bay area or closer, like at El Segundo, Manhattan Beach, but prepare to pay the big bucks.
How
Or
about Anaheim?
come again.
How about Anaheim?
Anaheim is more like next to Cerritos and all this stuff, so you're not as close to LA. But in other and
Georgia Beach.
Chocho
So
Beach.
that's
Chocho
funny.
Beach. What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
what.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
Wait, wait,
Excuse
wait,
me.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Excuse me.
That's
Somebody,
Orchard
Excuse
Beach.
me.
That's Orchard Beach.
Excuse me. Excuse
yeah,
me.
Orchard Beach.
Excuse me.
Chocho Beach.
Excuse me.
Huh?
I gotta cut in. I gotta cut in. First of all, okay. First of all, in the Bronx, we have the Yankees, who have the best record in all of baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh my god. And how's that helping crime?
All right, I'm
Not
gonna.
the baby
It
It's
Scott
happens.
not.
is right in
It
front
just
of Yankee
increases crime.
Stadium.
How is that helping that the girls are born already with certain body counts?
I
Okay.
guess
Well,
it's something in the milk.
It's not helping the situation. How does
okay.
that help? It's I like what Danny said when he said that it doesn't matter because there's a PSA of uh a nuclear attack, so it will go away soon, you know.
And, anyways, I was
Oh my god,
saying.
look at what Art said. Anaheim is very yeah, and racist. It is true. It's same in Cerritos.
Wait, is
It's
that in that's in California?
Southern California, yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
All
how
right.
can it be both?
Because
Yeah,
that's
I
where
Trust
don't
me, New
get
York
it.
City is
because
both.
that's where Disneyland is at. So
Oh,
it's you guys know what type of neighborhood it must be. So one thing I would say is like I think LA wasn't as bad at some point. I mean, I don't think LA wasn't as bad, but I think from 2013 when I first came here, it wasn't as bad as today. Till like 2017, I'll say. After 2017, I started feeling like, what's happening out here? And even though there's areas in Compton, there's areas even in South Central that have been bettered now, you still get the undertone that some stuff is going down over there. So I think in general, it's the way politics are done, uh, the fact that we don't want to acknowledge that the cities have become very unaffordable, and I think that's a very bad combination. That's just how it is.
Okay, as I was saying, I mean, first of all, you also have Parkchester, where you don't see any rats, you don't even see
Yo,
white
Here we
people.
go.
yo,
Here we go again.
Don Jose, I have to stop you right there.
Talking about that there are no rats. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
like
rats everywhere in New
you
York.
have to go back to Parkchester like around 12 till 5 a.m. I'm telling you, they have rats that are bigger than cats in the platform. I'm telling you,
Exactly.
I'm from there. I
And you
mean,
know what's crazy, Don Armando? That the in New York, cats are scared of the rats. We've seen this.
Absolutely, they sure
exactly.
are.
The
Okay,
the rats will be killing the cats. No
Yep.
lie.
okay, guys, there are 14 people viewing this stream, and I only got 9 likes. Come on, where's the love, people?
Well, there's 10 from my end.
Yeah, I know. I got my like in there too.
Okay,
Hit that like button.
The
I just want to
Mulatto
acknowledge.
Society.
Yes, good evening, the Mulatto Society. Thank you for stopping by. But anyway,
So
getting back to Parkchester, which is like heaven on earth. I mean, because you do have the oval.
I
You have
want Radical's point of view on that one. Radical, is Parkchester heaven on earth?
I mean, it can be.
If you coming from the
If
projects of the hood, it's definitely heaven on earth. I'm gonna say for
yeah,
sure.
because there's a whole strip, like a whole little park strip, of buses and cars going either north, no, from east to west. It's heaven on earth if you're around that park area. You know what I'm saying? But again, just because you live next to Jacoby, don't mean that that don't mean nothing, bro. Uh, it's bro, it got mad rats, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I keep
I
saying
I
this
thought
to
I
him, Don
swear I
Jose.
swear I thought I swear I think I was walking down Parkchester one time, like it was like 10 o'clock. A rat was about to rob me, yo. I was like, oh hell no.
Oh
Yeah, that
Yeah,
happened.
Yo, Jose,
yeah.
is the
Not,
American movie theater still there?
nah, it's
no.
not. That's the marshals right now. Because
Oh wow.
because think about it. Back in the days, I used to go to the American Theater, and I just went there for free because I knew because I had people that worked there.
My first
And
date was there.
uh, I mean, shoot, I remember that the old Parkchester, shoot, it was like you have the public safety. They ain't nothing unless somebody's doing something. You used to have like there was the Koreans that always sold Timberlands, and then you had Zaros. And I was cool with
Okay,
like mostly of the store owners and everything like that. And then there's the hair spot where it's by my friend Samba, by the way. He always helped people with wigs. But before the Bangladeshis came through, there was only maybe one pocket of Bangladeshis, and they used to work at the Teamo store. But then the Bangladeshi started coming in like around, I'll say maybe '06 through '10, because there was only one mosque that was like on the White Plains side. And then now it's like, okay, you got the African mosque, which is like maybe further down the Westchester side. And then on the same street as the Starbucks, you have another Bangladeshi mosque. And in certain areas, like in the back of Parkchester, you have I think Neerab restaurant, and you have a whole Bangladeshi fish market right now.
I remember
uh,
when they used to have a bar called Step-ins. I was there for like my
They they
18th birthday,
they still got that there, but the thing is though, they made that smaller because
and they had
right now they put it in the Boston market where the Zaros used to be, and now
oh
the Zaros is where Steppins used to be, and then Steppins is just a little pocket right now because remember when Steppins they had like both spaces. You had the lounge where the older people would hang out, and then you had
Yo,
the
who remembers?
restaurant.
Who remembers Caldor? Who remembers
Oh
that?
hell yeah!
Oh, I
I used to
remember
kill
that.
from there.
Oh, taking it way back. Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Caldors,
Um,
Caldors,
excuse
and
me.
then Kmart.
Yup.
Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Mooch used to say, "Yo, some real New York haters."
Well,
I
they're
agree
New
with you.
Yorkers. They're most people,
All this,
except for
all of this is
Ramon.
being said by New Yorkers. I've never been there, so I don't have anything to hate on.
Yeah, I don't have anything against New York. We have to call it how it is.
What about the Cuchi Frito spot in Fulton Road next to the D train?
Oh yeah,
You
there
gonna
used to
get some
be.
banging Puerto Rican food
Mhm.
next to a crackhead, and they win
Oh my
and buying the
God.
lottery at the same store. Yo, shout
Oh,
out
what
to
about
Yo,
the
them.
pizza
yo,
shop on the
yo.
Grand Concourse up there too? That pizza shop was hitting.
Oh
Yo,
yes,
You
hell
guys
yeah.
are
there was a
scaring
shootout
people.
there the other day.
I think you guys
Excuse,
are scaring people so that the real estate goes down in New York.
excuse me.
It's
No.
already going
I just
down.
want to
People are
acknowledge.
leaving.
Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge Mooch and say thank you very much for stopping by. But again, Parkchester is the garden of the Bronx.
Yo,
Yo,
Parkchester,
wait, Jose,
No.
I got a question.
Parkchester.
I got a question, Jose.
Yes.
Would you, if I give you, if somebody would have gave you $1 million to move to Burnside University, would you do it?
Nope,
Nope.
nope,
Jose, let me tell you something.
nope.
If
Yo,
someone would have gave you $10 million to move right now to Vermont, would you do it?
You mean right now? Gee, I don't know. The problem is,
10 million. 10 million.
you know what? That sounds interesting
So
because I do
you
because I can retire right now.
so you can go 10 million. You leave today.
Interesting.
Yes or
But then,
If
no?
I if
but
I
then,
was
but,
to live in Vermont,
yeah,
Yes.
but then again, Clara, I don't know how she's going to deal with the winters in Vermont.
Oh, you see, making excuses. That you see, guys, that's a New York fanatism that Jose suffers from. He's willing to forego
Excuse
10 milli in order to stay in New York.
Oh,
You
nah,
see?
No.
I
but
don't
why
know.
Vermont
Couldn't do
though?
it.
That's like so weird. Why Vermont?
Well, Vermont is the least Latino state in the United
Can you
States.
get a chopped cheese in
It's actually
Vermont? No,
it's
get
also
out of
very
here.
rural. It's also very rural from what I understand.
And it's very cold. So Jose will be in his natural habitat over there.
I
Yes,
remember. I
yes.
remember when I moved upstate. I went to one of these little deli slash gasoline slash bodegas slash aki spots, and I told them because they said hot sandwiches, so I said, "Hey yo, let me get a chopped cheese." He looked at me like I had like 3 heads. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. I'm not in the boroughs."
Now they're
oh
doing it
yeah,
here. You know that they're doing the chopped cheese here in
Oh no,
LA?
I bet you they're doing it mad white people style, like chopped cheese with
No,
avocado
no,
toast, and
no,
the cat
nah,
that
chopped
was
cheese.
sleeping the cat that was
no,
sleeping
Yo,
on top
chopped
of the
cheese will
bread.
never be your
You know,
thing.
they actually ate gourmet cat food.
no.
Nah, get
Look,
out of here.
there's certain things I get it. LA is like that because I almost got like a headache arguing with an employee at a restaurant because they renamed Cuba Libres just because they put a little bit of ginger in it.
Jose, thank you very much for having me in. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.
But one thing I
Yo,
would say,
radical, we gotta link
Thank
up.
you,
Yeah,
thank
we
you
do,
for
we do,
stopping
we do,
by,
we do.
Radical.
Yeah, no problem.
take
Bye.
care, right?
Take
Radical.
care.
Peace.
Bye. So one of the chopped cheese
All right.
thing that it's here is actually a New Yorker that created a food truck for chopped cheese out here, and it's becoming very, very famous. Oh, look at Morena. She said that
All right.
that her uncle hates it a lot of Section 8 is being sent to Vermont. Really, Morena?
Really?
Wow.
Wow. And he's miserable in Vermont. Oh, poor him. I mean, I would like to go to Vermont just to see how much I can handle the cold because I can't. Like, if anything is under 73 degrees, I am suffering.
Denise, then you
Yeah.
wouldn't want to. Then you wouldn't want to be staying in the lobby the whole time, staying because it's nice and cool and comfortable to my specifications.
If you are comfortable, then that means I will be freezing myself. I will be an ice cube at that point. No,
Oh
but
my gosh, you guys.
I do want to go to Alaska. I want to go to Vermont. I want to go to these places in the winter to see, and I want to go to Iceland too to see if I can withstand that, and I can say a Puerto Rican endure this.
But Denise, but you know what? But you know what's funny? Because on the convention floor, people are complaining, "Hey, it's too cold. Hey, it's too cold." And here I am walking around with shorts on, and people wearing sweaters and hoodies. It's like, come on, man. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
we're union folks. We can deal with a little chilly weather.
No, you see, that's the most un Puerto Rican thing you can say. We don't like chilly weather.
Everybody, I'm heading out. It was so great chatting with you guys. Have a safe evening.
Take
Good
care,
night.
Casey.
Good night,
Alright,
I'll let
Casey.
you.
Take care.
I let you know about the what I told you with the StreamYard, so you don't have any issues
All
when you stream live.
Thank
right,
you,
Casey.
James. Appreciate it. Thanks, Don Armando. Good night, Ramon. Jose,
Take care.
appreciate you always. All right, Denise, take
Likewise.
care.
well, good 1K.
Bye bye.
Yeah, look at Marcel. It's like it was almost 100 degrees today. I'll keep that same energy. Marcel, can you withstand the cold? I know that me and Ramon, we can't. We hate it.
No, up in the cold, hell no. I would rather deal with the warm weathers of Texas that when it gets to 108 degrees, I would rather handle that than
Me
handle
too.
the cold.
Me too.
Come on, guys. Think about it. It's 5 degrees below zero, and you're outside with that good gust of wind.
No,
It makes
no,
you
No.
you can go play Mr. Freeze all you want. I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk hypothermia. I've told you
Yeah.
before. I don't want to
I'm
do
a
that.
Caribbean person.
We
Look,
Caribbeans,
yeah.
we need it warm. Today it was in the low 90s. It was wonderful.
no, it
In
was
here
horrible.
today here was 84 degrees. So it
Yeah,
was
it was.
really, really good. It was really nice.
That sounds nice.
I
That
even have
sounds
a
so
long
cool.
sleeve shirt. Imagine.
Uh,
Yes.
well, here in Philadelphia, it was in the low 90s, so it was that really disgusting, horrible, depressing, near fatal heat.
Oh my God. Here we go.
That's not heat. That's
So
not heat.
dramatic.
That
That's
has a
not
cool breeze
heat.
to it. That's not
Yeah.
heat.
No, legit. Look, I even took a nap with no fan, no AC, nothing, because it was so nice.
Exactly. 84 degrees. Oh, that's nice. Nice
That's
breeze.
really
Um,
good.
Yes.
Denise,
What?
when you come to New York and visit me, I'll make it a point to have the AC on cranking.
No, don't worry, because when you come visit us out here in LA, I'll have the heater on and it will be like 92 degrees up in here.
If you,
Wow.
Don Jose, if you come out here to Texas, it's gonna be at around this time of the year. So it's gonna be nice and warm, a little bit warm, just like 112 or something like that. When you
No,
come
you know
when
what,
you come out here,
guys,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah. It has to be nice and
Okay,
warm for you.
okay, you know what, guys? If it's 112, you might as well call the ER and make a reservation for me because I will be suffering.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's not
You
a
know what we
hotel.
have to, you know what we should do? We should plan like a trip with some of us that know each other on a personal level. We should go to Puerto Rico maybe in
Hmm.
2024. We
Hmm.
should definitely plan it, go to Puerto Rico and see how Jose handles the summer. The eternal Puerto Rican summer.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Denise,
It only goes from hot to slightly less hot, and
Yep.
a lot of rain.
Denise,
That's basically how it is.
Denise, Denise, I thought you loved me, daughter.
I love you. I want you to stay connected to your people. Let's go. Let's plan it for 2024. We're
Oh,
going to PR.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
got a,
be in the middle of the summer. In the
oh,
middle
I
of
Yes.
the
got a,
summer, yes.
I got a better idea. that we plan a trip to New York around Christmas time.
Hell no.
No, thank you. Pass.
Nah,
Let's
nah,
just
nah,
let's
nah.
go to PR. Let's plan it. Let's go to PR. And you know what's the best thing about the heat? That you can always dress down. You can be in shorts and a little tank top and you don't feel it. And you
Mhm.
get a nice tan, you know? You know, when we start getting those see-through veins that we all get, that's when you know you need the summer because you need to get tan again. I mean, I know I lose my tan all the time here, but when it's summertime, you gotta go and expose yourself to the sun so that you're still tan by the time winter comes. That's just
Hey, something,
reality.
something really quick to Armando. Armando, if you can go, do go to Constanza because it actually gets kind of chilly up there. I dated somebody who was from there, and she will tell me that she will actually they will actually mix up yellow and will leave it outside, and it will harden up as
Yeah,
if it was inside the fridge.
yeah.
So
Because thing is though,
yeah,
my
try
mother, right?
Constanza. Hmm.
She always told me that when you go to Costanza, she was saying that a lot of people who are from Europe, they like it because it reminds them of, I guess, the colder temperatures in Europe. So
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to Costanza because of my mother, and she always used to talk about it all the time.
yeah. Yeah. I had a girlfriend that was from there, and she will tell me that it will get nice and chilly up there.
Okay, well, you see, to me, chili would be like in the teens or in single digit. That's chili.
No. That's freezing. That's freezing your loins off. Can't
Mm.
do
No,
it.
no, no.
Hell no. Hell no.
Well, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys because I'm gonna eat and
Hmm.
do some things around the house. But it
Right.
was
Yeah.
a pleasure to be here. We do have to plan that PR trip. I'm not joking. 2024, we should go.
All right,
Jose,
Tato.
you should
Yeah, that's
go
something to
too.
think about. Yeah. 2024 should be doable. Hmm.
We have
Oh,
2 years to plan.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Before you go, Denise, let me just treat you to a little greeting. Okay.
It was about time.
What?
It was about time that I got a proper no, I'm joking. It was
Yeah.
And
yeah, because
listen,
everyone got a cool one but me.
Denise, I was learning how to do it, and you was the first one, so cut me some slack.
Okay. I'll think about it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And let me. Okay. So that's the theme for season 4: separating truth from fiction.
We'll see. We'll see how that season goes. I still have to finish my season 2. So,
Okay.
well, anyway, guys, take care. It was a pleasure. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps
Um,
Mhm.
Jose grow his platform.
Denise, what time you going to be on Sunday?
5 p.m.
Okay, fine. So I'll go live at 2 p.m. your time, so that way we won't have a schedule conflict.
No problem. Remember, Sunday we're heading back to Latin explaining on a regular schedule, and it's going to be the Walking Homeless. So make sure you tune in Sunday 5 p.m. PDT, and it's gonna be what 2 p.m. your time, Jose? No, 7 p.m. your time.
No, it's going to be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock my time.
So it's 3 hours difference again.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, no problem. Well, guys, take care. It was a pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye. Take
All right.
care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to take closing remarks because um the fact of the matter is I don't like to keep it too long.
Hmm.
So, but I find that amazing. There's still 13 people watching this stream. I just want to say thank you very much for all the
That's
love.
good. Oh, you have an
Okay.
audience. You have an audience. That's good.
Yes,
I need to grow up to do that.
you will. Well, you in time you will do that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
now,
I have to keep it consistent. I know.
yeah. So now we're going to take closing remarks, and we're going to go to the newest resident of the Golden Sphere, who wants to go to Times Square on New Year's Eve, short, who is the newest member of the Polar Bear Club, wants to be buried in snow, and wants to dip into the East River on New Year's Day. The introvert Boricua.
Ah, Don Jose, that's a recipe for hypothermia. I don't want to get killed. I don't want to die. I can't do it. But first of all, of course, I mean, I appreciate you letting me on your panel. And even though there was one particular subject, but it notice that it went into different things, which is that's not too bad. I'm gonna have to do something like that soon. Uh, but different topics that were covered and all in harmony. Everybody could get their word in, no disrespect or anything like that. That I know that doesn't get that many views because there are a lot of people that like the ratchetness. I know that, but at least there is it is kept civil and everybody can get their word out. So, which is the very opposite of what somebody has to deal with when it comes to the undesirables type. I know that it sounds like one is talking down to somebody, but there are people that can ruin it for others. I mean, YouTube is a great platform that can be used for good when it comes to interactions, when it comes to conversations, when it comes to people being able to connect for different. As an avenue for people to connect for different subjects or whatever. But there are those that want to ruin it, that want to ruin it for the rest. And yeah, no point in trying to deal with those types. No point in trying to reason with the likes
Mhm.
uh, with those types. So let's try to keep it positive so we can have it so we can look for have something to look forward to, because if it gets too ratchet, if it gets too messed up, eventually one can say, it's not worth it, it's not worth doing it, it's not worth being part of it, because it starts getting all derailed and people get disrespectful. They know who they are that do that. So if we can keep it civil, keep it respectful, and keep it varied, and keep it fun, keep it engaging, it is worth it. So it's something to think about. Again, Don Jose, appreciate you letting me on your panel. Shout out to Don Armando in the panel, and shout out to
Shout out
the
to you too.
shout out to the chat also. And that will be all for now.
Okay, thank you very much. So what I'm gonna do, Ramon, I'm gonna put you in the background. Please don't go away. Oh, and before, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the Introvert Boricua and show some love for our fellow Boricua, even though deep down he loves being in cold weather. So
Oh no.
um, so I'm gonna put you in the backstage. Don't go away. So now we're gonna hear from Don Armando and his last words.
Well, I guess from listening to you, Don Jose, I learned how to deal with some of these trolls who I could say just remain faceless. If they're gonna go and tell me like they know my last name and everything like that, who I am or whatever, I just want them to bring receipts. And so far, since me being on on a couple of streams, I haven't seen anybody that has provided any solid proof on that my last name isn't Roblox. So what that says is that you can't really mind people. You just have to keep pushing. And listening to Christina, you, Denise, and Radical, it just made me more confident to push my platform on whatever direction I want to put it in. So just listening to you strong individuals, I'm just gonna do the dang thing. And all positivity. If you want to have negativity, You could go and sit in your house, talk all the negative you want, make a channel and spit it. I don't care. You're not paying me. You didn't give birth to me, and that's it.
Okay, and thank you very much, Don Armando. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to Don Armando's channel. I believe you're going to do a stream tomorrow night. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get all the people that I want for that stream, because
Okay.
we're not even talking on the part of being the streamer or anything like that. We're just gonna try to talk up. I'm just trying to get a lot of urban stories that actually happened in the Dominican rap movement. So I'm still in the phases of organizing that and on the people who are a part of that community.
Okay. I'll be looking forward to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the background. Thank you very much, Don
Thank you.
Armando. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Now, we did deviate somewhat regarding the topic, but it's okay. I mean, at times you have to be flexible. But the bottom line is the best thing when it comes to dealing with certain YouTube creators that not exactly mature, responsible, what have you, just leaving them alone and let them, stew in their stupidity. I just want to thank everybody who appeared on the chat. I just want to thank everyone for joining the panel. Radical, Denise, K-Fit, Introvert Badico, and Don Armando. So just want to let everybody know I'm going to be live Sunday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. And the topic is going to be how to relax in a stressful world. Because ever since the onset of C-19, we've been dealing with stress in an extreme manner. So we're going to be dealing with how to deal with that. And I just want to let everybody know that the link to Don Armando's channel is on the chat. And tomorrow I'm not going to be doing a short video regarding my reflections, because basically all my videos I've been showing has been reflections. I might do a short video on Saturday. I just have to wait and see. And the next Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about, can 3 or 4s become wife material? So, you know what? That's something that we're going to discuss. And thank you very much, everyone in the chat. So, I'm going to close the same way I always close. Do not let the errors of the past damage your future. And we must do everything possible to minimize our contact with the mentally and intellectually challenged people, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by the stupidity and massive insanity. Just give me a moment because, okay, I just want to make sure that. Good night, Fulana. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you, Blood Moon. So I'm just going to say thank you very much. Take care, and until the next time, take care. Peace out.